Hey everyone, it's Dr. Mike, here with the Snuggles. And today we're diving into the fascinating world of pregnancy right from the very beginning. That's right, we're talking about week 2. Now you might be thinking, wait, 2 weeks pregnant? But I just found out. And that's where it gets interesting. Think you're 2 weeks pregnant? Here's the surprising truth. Technically, you might not even be pregnant yet. Let's break it down. In the medical world, pregnancy is calculated from the first day of your last menstrual period, not from the day of conception. So while you might not actually be pregnant just yet, these first few weeks are all about setting the stage for a healthy pregnancy. We're going to walk you through what's going on in your body during this crucial time. Let's get started. All right, so let's talk about what's happening inside your body during this exciting time. Week 2 of pregnancy is all about ovulation. This is when one of your ovaries releases a mature egg, ready and waiting to meet its match, a sperm cell. Think of your ovaries like these amazing little factories, carefully nurturing and preparing an egg each month for the possibility of fertilization. This process is driven by hormones, the chemical messengers in your body. One of the key players here is follicle-stimulating hormone, or FSH. FSH does exactly what its name suggests. It stimulates a follicle in your ovary to mature. This follicle is basically a tiny fluid-filled sac that houses your egg. As this follicle grows, it releases another hormone called estrogen. Estrogen is super important because it causes the lining of your uterus to thicken, creating a cozy and nutrient-rich environment for a potential fertilized egg to implant and grow. Now, you might be wondering, what does this all feel like? Well, during week 2, you're not going to feel dramatically different. Remember, we're still in the preconception phase. Most women won't experience any noticeable pregnancy symptoms just yet. However, there is one subtle change you might notice: your cervical mucus. You know that discharge that you might see throughout your cycle? It actually changes consistency depending on where you are in your cycle. Around the time of ovulation, your cervical mucus becomes more abundant, slippery, and clear, kind of like egg whites. This change in consistency is designed to help sperm travel more easily to meet the egg. Pretty cool, right? So, while you might not feel those telltale early pregnancy symptoms like breast tenderness or fatigue just yet, paying attention to your cervical mucus can be a helpful indicator that ovulation is happening. Chapter 3. Tracking fertility, your body's clues. This leads us to our next point, tracking your fertility. If you're hoping to get pregnant, knowing when you ovulate is key. Luckily, your body gives you some pretty clear signs. One of the most reliable ways to track ovulation is by monitoring your basal body temperature, or BBT. Your BBT is your temperature when you're fully at rest. Right before ovulation, your BBT dips slightly, and then it rises after ovulation has occurred. By charting your BBT each morning before getting out of bed, you can start to see a pattern and pinpoint your most fertile window. There are even apps that can help you track this easily. Another method is to use ovulation predictor kits, or OPKs. These handy kits detect a surge in luteinizing hormone, or LH, in your urine. This surge typically happens 24 to 36 hours before ovulation, giving you a heads up that your fertile window is approaching. Chapter 4. Sperm meets egg, the magic of fertilization. Now let's talk about the main event, fertilization. If you have intercourse during your fertile window and a sperm cell successfully meets and fertilizes the egg, congratulations are in order. This marks the beginning of a truly incredible journey. Once the sperm penetrates the egg, their genetic material combines to create a unique DNA blueprint for your future little one. This newly formed zygote is already hard at work, dividing and multiplying as it travels down the fallopian tube toward the uterus. The journey from the fallopian tube to the uterus takes about 6 to 10 days. During this time, the zygote continues to divide and grow, eventually becoming a blastocyst. The blastocyst is a hollow ball of cells with an inner cell mass that will eventually develop into the embryo. Finally, the blastocyst implants itself into the lining of the uterus, marking the official start of pregnancy. And that, my friends, is where things get really interesting. but we'll save that for another video. So there you have it, a sneak peek into the incredible events of week 2 of pregnancy. Remember, even though you might not technically be pregnant yet, this week is all about laying the groundwork for a healthy pregnancy. Are you tracking ovulation? Let us know in the comments. It's fascinating to see how in tune you are with your body. And if you're trying to conceive, we're sending you all the positive vibes and baby dust. Don't forget to like and subscribe for a week-by-week pregnancy guide. We'll be back next week to explore the amazing developments happening in week 3. Until then, take care and stay informed.